Last night I put a video up about Daniel Larson, and YouTube for some reason disabled my comment. Like, I didn't really get no email saying that I'm gonna get a strike, but I just took the video down because every time when I put the comments up, YouTube automatically disabled the comments. I think because I put the video of Daniel Larson when he was a kid. I think they was doing it out of protection. But I find it funny that everybody else upload the videos of him when he was a little kid. YouTube didn't turn their comments off, but they're gonna turn mine off though. They're gonna turn mine off. So I just said, what the heck? I just take the video down and just do it the old-fashioned way, like I always normally be doing. Basically, what you guys saw last night when I said that, Daniel doesn't really appreciate nothing, and he doesn't. He doesn't appreciate anything. And I said last night, you see this little boy right here? This is when he was like maybe 11 or 12 or maybe 9 years old or whatever. But this is when he was a kid back then. And I said last night that this little boy that you see right here, this is a little boy right here that's stuck in a grown man's body. Like, yes, Daniel's a grown man, but he is stuck in a man's body. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mind is still got a child's mind. Like, he's in a grown man's body, but his mind is still like a child's mind. So when you see Daniel act up in public and you see him getting kicked out of places, because he's the king of getting out of places, I will say that. But when you see him, when you see this little boy right here, that's a little boy right there that's acting. That's him. He's still that same little kid. He's still that same little boy. There's no redeeming qualities in Daniel. I don't see him redeeming himself. He's had plenty of chances to redeem himself, and he's just not looking for that help. He's not looking for that help. And I seen a video where he was talking trash to one of his caretakers. It was a black man. Daniel was being very rude to that black man, one of the caretakers. And I said last night, there's no way that I could be a caretaker, especially dealing with somebody like Daniel. Oh no, I probably would have been in jail. I probably would have put my hands on Daniel and probably knocked that kid on his butt. And the money ain't worth it. I don't care how much money they willing to pay me and say, hey, we'll pay you good money, Jug, if you be Daniel's caretaker. No, I do not want to deal with somebody like that because I will lose my temper and my patience dealing with a disrespectful person like Daniel, especially calling you the B word and calling you the N word. No, man, I would have been in jail, man. I'd have been in jail. I'd have put my hands on this kid. And Daniel's always pulling out his camera. I even seen a video. See, that's the thing. He was in the car with this guy named Bob, right? He was in the car with Bob, and he told Bob, like, Bob, you need to stop yelling at me. And Bob doesn't like it when he pulled his camera out. So Bob pretty much got quiet. So Bob just had enough of him, told him to get out of his car. Because Bob was telling him, like, hey, man, wait. And that's the thing with Daniel. Daniel always got to pull out his camera. Like, dude, some things are just meant to keep private. But when you pull your phone out, you get in confrontation with people, you want to pull your phone out. Like, it's not always necessary to pull your phone out. And see, when Daniel was talking trash to that black man, his caretaker, it looked like a very nice place that he was staying in, man. I said, wow, man, it looked like a very nice place he's staying in. And you screwed that up, dude. You screwed that up. Like, this guy, like, Daniel don't appreciate nothing. And I was watching some videos yesterday. Someone pull up Daniel's court documents. And they said that Daniel has been warned by the FBI before making bomb threats. So they've been warning this dummy right here to stop making these threats. And what did Daniel do? Daniel kept being hard-headed. He didn't want to listen. And he did it intentionally to go to jail. And I said it once, I say it again. He did it intentionally just to go to jail. He wants to spend time in there. So, because like I said before, he wanted to go to prison so he can have a roof over his head, so he can have nice air conditioning and nice heaters and a nice bed. Well, prison don't have nice bed, but have a bed for him in there, somewhere where he can go use the bathroom anytime he wants. That's all it was. Because I know there's people like Daniel that will just do things intentionally just to go to jail. And they do not need to give him a pass. Oh no, we're not going to give him this much time because he's artistic. He's not all there. He can't help himself. No. Keep his butt in prison. Do not let this maniac out. He is a danger. Okay? He's a grown man, but this kid right here is in a grown man's body. Somebody like that do not need to be lurking around the streets. And I'm not trying to defend Daniel right here. I'm not trying to defend him, but I noticed that sometimes Daniel be minding his own business, and you people be going out there messing with this guy. Like, why y'all messing with this artistic guy? Like, the guy's not all there. Why y'all be messing with him? Especially when he's not bothering nobody, when he's just sitting there minding his own business. Because I've seen people drive cars saying like, F you, Daniel, and all that stuff, kind of like provoking him. Like, y'all wrong for that right there, man. Y'all wrong for that, provoking him like that in public, man. Y'all should leave, especially an artistic person. Well, why are you picking on an artistic person? Back in my high school days, if you picked on somebody that was slow and they was artistic, you get your butt whooped. I'm not lying. If you walked up to a person and they're artistic and they're not really up there, and you try to take advantage of them and you try to bully an artistic person, you will get your butt whooped. I don't know what's going on in this generation nowadays. I guess people looking at it and saying it's okay to pick on an artistic person. Like, it's okay to pick on artistic people. So what do you gain by picking on artistic people? What do you gain from that? I mean, yeah, I'm making a video about him because I'm disgusted for his actions. It doesn't mean I'm picking on him. I'm just disgusted on his action. I'm not happy that he's in jail. I'm happy that they got a maniac like him off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just happy to just see him in jail. Like, I'm happy he's in jail. The difference with me is I'm happy that they got him locked up so they can get him off the streets, because he's a danger to kids. He's a danger out there. He's a pedo. He's a danger. He needs to get off the streets. Somebody, and people tried to help him. He like I said, people tried to help this kid so many times. He just didn't want it, man. He's better off just being in prison, locked up in a room, in the hole somewhere. That's what he needs to be at. He doesn't need to be mingling with nobody. He just needs to be locked up in a hole somewhere. And that's all he needs to be doing. He's just not, I don't know. I'm looking for that word. He's just not stable enough to function in public, in society. He's just not, just like the people that had him when he was a kid. They gotta be embarrassed. The people that had him in this program when he was about maybe 11 or 12 years old, they gotta be embarrassed. They gotta be embarrassed and be like, wow, man, Daniel used to be in this place when he was a little kid. Now look where he's at. Now he's in prison now. That program over there, they're probably looking shame and bad right now. And a lot of people probably thinking about not taking their kids there. They'll probably be like, well, no, if they couldn't help Daniel, why should we put our kids in that program? And look where Daniel's at. He's serving time in prison. But, you really can't blame him. I mean, they tried to help him, but I think Daniel just needed a girlfriend, man. I think he just needed a girlfriend. I think he needed a woman in his life that can really talk to him, but he probably wouldn't know how to treat a woman right. Because I can see Daniel probably raping a woman and probably disrespecting her and calling her the B word. And a lot of women probably wouldn't really want to have nothing to do with Daniel because he's got a lot of bad habits. He really does. He's got a lot of bad habits. He punches himself. I remember someone said that he made a video brushing his teeth and sticking the toothbrush up his ass and brushing his teeth, just doing a lot of gross things. And I don't think a lot of women would want to be around somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe, I think if he had a woman, I think he probably wouldn't be in that much trouble than he is right now. But I don't think Daniel would even know how to treat a woman. I don't think he would know how. He would probably be screaming like a girl, talking about, she raped me, hey, call, so he'd probably call police on a woman and say, officer, help me, she's raping me, all that type of stuff, just being a goof like that, man. I mean, Daniel, he is who he is at the end of the day. He ain't gonna change for nobody, people. He ain't gonna change for the better. He is who he is at the end of the day. And I told y'all that's what he was doing. I told y'all that he was going in public places charging his phone up. I told y'all that's what he was doing because I seen several videos where he goes inside these public places. He goes in there and he charges his phone up, and sometimes people go in there and be bothering him. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll be pulling out their camera saying, yo, Daniel's in there. He's in there. And I see Daniel sitting down on a chair with his phone charged up. So that's exactly the reason why he's in places like that. And he don't really be bothering nobody. So far, I hadn't really, but I've seen him got kicked out of places. I seen him went to Disneyland. He went to Disneyland, that was okay. He went to Disneyland, but I wouldn't want to go out in public with this guy anyway. Even if I was a caretaker, I would not want to go out in public with this guy because this guy's too much. This guy's an embarrassment. You know, Danny's too much of an embarrassment. You know, you being a caretaker. You know, if I was to be his caretaker, I'd be like, well, first of all, if I'm going to be his caretaker, I want every goddamn fucking video camera. I want one in the living room. I want one in the kitchen. I want every fucking camera in every fucking room except for the bathroom. You know, because everybody needs their privacy in the bathroom. But if I was his caretaker, I would tell them people to put every fucking video camera in this house. So that way, that kid don't lie on me. But either way, it's like what I said at the beginning of the video. I still wouldn't be his caretaker because I wouldn't be able to put up with his shit. I wouldn't have that kind of patience, especially talking shit, and everything like that. I'd be like, screw this, man. I'm not dealing with this, man. The money ain't even worth it. What about you guys, man? Would you guys be Daniel's caretaker? Tell me in the comment section if you guys want to, man. Would you guys be Daniel's caretaker? Because I know you guys out there will probably lose y'all's cool. Y'all be like, oh no. Couldn't be this guy's caretaker. Couldn't be. But, you know, when you see Daniel act weird in public, this is the kid right here that you see. This is the kid that's stuck in a grown man's body. This is the kid right here. And like I said, man, there's no redeeming himself. You know, I don't see Daniel redeeming himself. I don't see no demon qualities in him. I don't see him redeeming himself whatsoever. I just don't see it. You know, he had plenty of opportunities to kind of redeem himself. I don't think Daniel know how to redeem himself. You know, his social skills is pretty good. It's not quite bad. His social skills is pretty good, but it's just he's a danger to people around the world. You know, he's a danger to kids out there. He's a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So the only best place for him is to just be locked up in prison. That's the only best place for him. He doesn't need to be out on the street. He's an embarrassment. I think that phone, him carrying that phone around was a curse. He always kept pulling out his phone. He always kept doing that. Always recording when he gets in incidents all the time. You know? It's really pathetic, man. It's pathetic how this kid came up. It's really pathetic. I don't even think his parents want anything to do with him. I said it once, I said it again. When his mother had him when he was a baby, when she saw that baby, she was like, send that baby back to heaven. I don't want nothing to do with this child. Send that child back to heaven. She didn't have nothing to do with this boy because she knew this boy was going to be a troublemaker in the future. I don't know. If I had a child like this, people can say, oh, you messed up, Jug. I don't know, man. If I had a child like Daniel, man, I probably send him to an adoption place too, probably. Ain't no way I'll be having a child like that, going all crazy and can't control themselves. I said, man, I can't deal with this kid, man. You know what? You're going for adoption. You know what? Take this devil, man. I don't want this devil, man. This kid is a demon. Oh, Jug, you're so cold-hearted, man. This is your own son, Jug. Why would you set your own son up for adoption? He ain't my son. He's a demon. Get rid of this demon. Set him up for adoption. I don't want him. He's too unstable. I'm not going to be dealing with this headache. Screw that. That's probably how his real parents felt about him. Real talk. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say, y'all. If you guys want to leave a comment, what do you guys think, man, about Daniel? Daniel. Pitiful, man. Anyway, peace.